So this is one of the softer minerals in the world. This is calcium sulfate. Well, most people are familiar with calcium carbonate, which is called calcite. So selenite crystal, otherwise known as gypsum. This is crystal gypsum, the name selenite. And if you can see here, you can actually scratch it with your fingernail. Do you see that? Now, that would be, to some people, a problem because it looks like I just ruined the stone, but it's got a perfect cleavage on the C-axis. These are the A and B axis on these sides, but the C-axis runs this way, up and down. So it's perfect cleavage perpendicular to the C-axis. And you see this? You carve it like wood. And you see any scratches that were there are gone. Now another thing is that this is an evaporite mineral from sedimentary strata, but it didn't necessarily form from sediment. It formed from the water that flows through that, and it picked up sulfur and calcium, and it reached a pinch point on an aquitard where the water couldn't go. Then the water would evaporate or leave the system, and it would leave these behind. So it's because it's water associated, it's what they call an evaporite mineral. You see any of the dirty stuff? But after all these scratches, the neat thing is that you can just go to water and it'll take care of any further scratches or troubles. The water makes it slightly saline when it picks up those elements that are cleaning off of this. So if you want to clean up all this dirt right here, you can just leave it in a stream for a few days. And if you leave it in the stream for too long, because it's water soluble, you might eventually find it disappearing, right? But just for a little while, it shouldn't harm it. I recommend you first see how it's doing hourly and then daily, and you decide how much of the cleaning you want it done. But it will clean up very, very beautifully. But in the meantime, if you don't want to do that, you can just use the natural cleavage that's in it to get rid of some of this somewhat more ugly area. So, see, I'm gonna just put this there. And now you can see it's much more clean. You can see my hand on the other side. And that's an easy way to clean it too.